Hello, this is Minister Robert Lee Williams from Prophetic Information Ministries and God's Miracle Ministry. This is part 2 of my update. Today is January 23rd, 2016. I would encourage you to go to the first video if you're just now tuning in. So go back to the first video, part 1. It's an update on giving it all up for God. Well, as I was saying in my last video, God blessed me with pickup. He'd been blessing me in my lawn service, blessed me with a helper, which he was deaf, he couldn't hear, but he was an excellent worker. But I found out he's moving. But during our time of mowing grass, and it was back in August, I went out and bought me a new pair of boots. And I put a special pair of inserts in that I got at a department store. And that was the wrong thing to do. I do have a condition called Charcot feet. It's where the feet itself, it collapses in on itself. So some of my feet are deformed here. And I have like a half a tennis ball or so of bones at the bottom where the arch is. So I walk on that and my heel. None of my toes hit the ground anymore. So I can be unstable with my feet sometimes. But I know that the Lord is going to heal me from that. But anyway, after I got those boots and stuff, I started walking a lot. And I got blisters on the bottom of my feet. And they busted. And these were bad blisters. They're called ulcers, if anybody knows what these are. On the feet, look up feet ulcers, you'll see how bad they can get. This is January. I had them things since August. Still have them. My left foot's much better, so is my right, but it's not healed yet. So I went to a local hospital. They're really taking care of me. I've been going there since August. I spent 8 days in the hospital because my right foot got infected real bad. And then they put me in a rehabilitation center, like a nursing home, for a month. I didn't like that too much, but I had to tolerate it. During that time, I got stuck back in the hospital for another 5 days. And then after that, they finally let me go home. Well, I went back to work, even though my feet bled pretty good every day, and I doctored it up. Well, about, I guess, almost a month ago now, I went back to the doctor as my normal weekly checkup. I'm not doing anything in my lawn service right now because it's snowing. It's been snowing outside, so lawn service is over till spring. After I went in there, the doctor didn't like how he saw the right foot. And I was just kind of joking around. I said, well, you can put me in a hospital if you want. He thought about it, says, that's a good idea. We're going to put you in a hospital again today. So I wasn't expecting that at all. Well, I spent another 8 days in the hospital. And then they put me in another rehabilitation center, nursing home. As you can see in the background, there's the curtain in my room. And that's where I'm at right now, talking to you from a rehabilitation center. I'm on a rehabilitation wing in the nursing home. It's not bad here, I'll admit. But I think God's got me here for a reason. I never did like coming into nursing homes to see how the old people are, I just feel sorry for them, and to see the conditions that some of these people are in. This is a good nursing home. I'm well pleased with this. They do a good job. But I still feel sorry for these people. And Just if you know anybody that's in a nursing home, like your mom, and dad, your grandparents, pray for them. Come and visit them more often. They need visitors. Because really, there's not much to do here in a nursing home. But I have about 3 more weeks. I've been here for 2 weeks, and I got about another at least 3 more weeks to do here because I'm on IV therapy. I have a PICC line in my right arm over here where they put in the antibiotics to the IV. And then they're going to take that out, and then they're going to put me on a pill. It's a very expensive pill, and it does have some side effects. Hopefully I don't get any of those, so keep me in your prayers. And hopefully I'll get out of here soon. Also, I just want to let you know also that that during this, what else God has been doing with me. I got invited by a friend of mine to go see a prophet, Bob Griffin. It was in a home church, He was speaking in somebody's home. So I was blessed to go there twice. The first night we were late, and I got stuck in the kitchen listening to a speaker. I couldn't even see the speaker or nothing, It was that packed. Well, I brought my shofar, but the next, after the meeting was over, we went up and I talked to Bob Griffin because I did know him. Because most of you know that I used to work for the Prophecy Club, and he was a speaker there. And he said, "Bring your shofar tomorrow." So I did, and got there a little early. So I sat right next to him on the same couch, and I was able to blow the shofar when he wanted it blown. So God has opened up opportunities for me to do that. And come offering time, I want you to pay attention to this. It's very important. I've always been kind of a cheapskate when it comes to offering. So I had the envelope, and I was just going to put $5 in. And I put it in the envelope, and I was about ready to seal it up, and the Lord spoke to me. He said, "Robert, do you want a $5 blessing, or do you want a $50 blessing?" Because I had a $50 bill in my pocket. Well, since I knew that was God's voice speaking to me, I took the $5 out and I put the $50 bill in there, sealed it up, and turned it in as an offering. Well, to be honest with you, that was a lot for me. That took a little faith to do that one. But, when God said He's going to, a blessing of $50, well, I was kind of curious. Well, what in the heck is that? What's that going to be? Well, I'm going to tell you what he did. Probably about a month later, I advertise on Craigslist to get new clients. Well, I had this guy call me up. It was from a national chain of restaurants. And they have 5 restaurants in town, in the Kansas City area, and in a city down south of Kansas City. And he says, "I'd like you to take over my lawn service." I said, "Okay." I said, "How much did the last person do? How much did he charge you?" "Well, he charged $30 a lawn, but he's not showing up anymore." He says, "But I'm willing to give you $50 each lawn." And there's 5 restaurants that I do. So that $50 offering, I got that times 5. That's $250, and he wants it done every week. That's $250 a week, $1,000 a month. For that $50 offering, God's given me $1,000 a month. Praise God for that. I'm going to tell you more of what God's doing for me That's why I want to cut this down to 10 minutes, so it's at the 10-minute mark. So I'm going to cut this off, and I'll see you on the third video.